Awesome. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our team call, beginning of September 2025. What we're going to talk about tonight, Mary's going to do some recognition. There was some great things happening in August, and we're going to share with you what we are promoting for September. And then I had a workshop at my house last Thursday, and I wanted to share with you a few things that went really well, a few things that I learned. And so, Mary, do you want me to go ahead and start with the workshop info?
Yeah, I think so. I would love that. I'll
Okay.
wrap it up. We have a 9 o'clock call, so guys, we're sticking to that 30 minutes. So there's
Yeah,
a
we got to stick to it.
yeah.
Okay, so here's my biggest takeaway. I have booked a couple at my house. My friends are super flaky, super flaky. This time I had a co-host. One of my neighbors was the co-host, and she was so excited and so anxious to help me promote it that she ended up getting 8 people there, and then 3 of my people showed up. She could not have been more excited. I'm telling you, we did the sourdough soiree, we called it. And so it was all about the olive oil tasting with sourdough. So she loves to bake sourdough, but she didn't have time. So she went and picked it up at the bakery for me. She brought cake for dessert. And then I got some cheese and crackers, just a few nibbly things. I really wanted to highlight the olive oil. So I had 4 little trays of olive oil. One of them I sauteed garlic in, one I sauteed rosemary, one I sauteed basil, and then one I just warmed up and put salt and pepper. Having them warm with the herbs and extra seasonings in it was a huge hit. Everybody who came bought at least 1 bottle of olive oil. One lady bought 5, so she could get her 5th one free.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then we started talking about stocking up for the holidays. And my neighbor, who was my co-host, she said, we have to do another one of these. We're going to have this and this and this. And she's got it all planned. And she wants to do gift baskets with the olive oil. I think that's a brilliant idea. So last week, when we had the 21% off, I stocked up on some extra bottles of olive oil for the gift baskets. I also got some green craft paper, and I had 2 stations. One station was the olive oil and the sourdough bread, and the other station was the skincare. And I just drew a little map on the craft paper for the skincare. Start here. And I had 2 cleansers. And then I had some warm washcloths for them. Then next um, was a toner. And I just had little arrows and try this, and then a little try a mask. It's really fun. And most of them did it on the back of their hand. That's fine. But one lady did the whole mask on her face, and that was a huge hit. And then the arrow takes you to the next step and the next step, and then you finish with the eye cream and the lip balm. And then around the corner, if you want to learn a little bit more, I had some of the body serums and shampoo and other accessory types of products outside of skincare. I had some signage on the table, that graphic that shows the waterless levels. You know, most product is 75% water. Ours is not, and it's very good graphic. I had some before and after photos that are some of my favorites I put out. I had the sign that talks about the wells in Africa. I think that's really important that we have a company that gives back, and Thomas talks a lot about that. And then, of course, the Hobby Lobby trip to get some uh, olive stems from Hobby Lobby and just decorated the table. Real simple decorations. Okay, so then what worked? I had order forms. I'm going to put pictures of all of this, and I'll put the order form in our chat. Having an order form was the best thing to do because they started out saying, well, I'm just going to get the olive oil. And then they walked by the skincare table, tried a few things, and added some skincare items. If I had checked them out on, my phone or my laptop when they said, I just want the olive oil, they probably wouldn't have ordered those added things. My average order was well over $150. I think it was like 172. We had 6 orders, and I think there's more coming in. Um, I have to tell you, not everyone outside of our industry understands the end of the month and the urgency of the end of month, right? They just don't. And so, as many times as I went to ChatGPT to get some text reminders to remind people that, we're ordering, they just didn't. And then a couple orders came in, and yesterday there were 2 more orders that came in. So they don't understand that it's at the end of the month and I want to hit a goal thing. That just didn't resonate with them. Doing it at the end of the month, I think, was a great idea. It was Thursday, and then on Friday they announced the special. So over the weekend, I was able to follow up with them on what the special was. But even if there isn't a quote special, buy 4, get the 5th one free is an ongoing promo. It's such a great promo. It really encourages people to look for those 5 items and not just put 3 or 4 in their cart. Having free shipping, I forget about it. We take it for granted. A lot of companies don't have free shipping. It's a big deal. And then I told everybody that Pam was getting the host voucher. And so again, in my reminder text, I put a little, sentence about we want Pam to get her free product voucher, and just, to keep them interested. I think actually there were several people who weren't able to come that are very interested. And so Pam and I will follow up with them. All in all, it was not something, it was too much setup to take on the road, but having it at my house, it was a great setup. So if I were to take it on the road, I would cut down a little bit on how many skincare items I took. But definitely, guys, the olive oil was such a hit. And it really gave me a chance to talk about the difference between this olive oil. Oh, we even pulled a bottle out of my pantry, a store-bought brand, and did a side-by-side tasting and a side-by-side label reading of the olive oil. So it was a huge hit. Everybody loves olive oil. It's a great introductory product. Not everybody's ready to change their skincare, as we say, yet, but it was a great way to introduce them to the company. I did a drawing, and one person won a prize. They weren't there for the drawing. I thought they'd be more into that, but they didn't even, it was like, oh yeah, we forgot about the drawing. So all in all, it was a great success. I had fun. My friend Pam was amazing.
Amazing. Karen, I think there's a lot of new people who probably don't know about the voucher and where to find
Probably.
it, to fill it out, like on the back office, what they need to do if they have an event, where do they find everything? Can you share a little about that?
In this new back office, I don't want to quote myself. Let me go look while we're talking. But yeah, how it works is if there's at least 3 orders or more, then you can be the host yourself. I think once every 6 months,
Mhm.
you can get the host voucher. But if you have an actual host, or maybe you do a mystery host where you do a drawing for everybody who orders and somebody gets the free product voucher. But it's extremely generous. There's a chart that shows you if you have X number of sales, here's how much the voucher is. Did you find it, Mary? Here's how
Um,
much the voucher is. Um,
can everyone see it?
yes, we can see that. So you
Awesome.
just fill in and then you send it to the contact website down there at the bottom. And then they will email you the product voucher that you can use yourself or use for somebody else.
Yeah. And I also, I think I brought up hold on, let me see. Yeah, can you guys see? I just changed it to another document. Did the Zoom let you do it? Okay. Sorry, sometimes Zoom will change between documents. But this is what, so for example, Brenda held one this weekend and hers was over 1,700. Karen, I don't know where you landed, but I'm sure it's right there. She had at least 4 orders. And since she's going to be the host, you can be your own host once every 6 months as a consultant, or you can do what Karen did, which is obviously have one of your friends do it, or, a business partner.
You guys, it's actually once a quarter, just so you know.
What's a
Oh,
question?
It's
thanks,
once a
Julie.
quarter, not once every 6 months.
All right. Thank you,
Nice. Thank you,
Julie.
Julie.
That's even better. So like for example, that's $560. So it's not a floating percentage or anything. This is exactly what you get if you're in that range. So as you can see, if you're new and you really want to build up your product or build up your kit, or you have a friend who's like, I love it, but I just can't afford to buy it right now, hosting an event is a great way for them to get the product, have their friends over and also have people experience it. Karen, it sounded to me like that was the best thing, was people were just there for the
Yeah,
experience.
it absolutely was. So she's going to get $450 voucher and she'll be thrilled. She wasn't even doing it for that reason. She was doing it just to help me out because she's a friend. But I'm so excited that I get to give her $450 in product and I don't pay for it. Company pays for it.
And you made at least $250, plus it probably bumped you up into the 5 to 10% bonus.
Right.
And of course, it goes into your unilevel volume. So there's just so much from doing these events that it's a true experience. Brenda held hers at her house. She did something really similar. I'm sure she can share pictures as well. But anyone who holds them, Janet took a couple bottles with her to Portugal and sold $2,000 to her girlfriends on a girls' trip in Portugal. So, it really is the power of referral and sharing. Karen, is there anything else, or guys, or questions for people, for anyone?
I'm checking the chat. Once a quarter. Yes. That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's okay, Irina. I love it that your babies. I
It's
like
baby
babies.
time.
Hey, I want to see the baby. Oh, oh, good night, little man. Liz, this little man, give her a hug. All right. Well, hey, we'll leave it open for chatting. I want to do some recognition. If Karen, are you good if I go for it? Okay, awesome. Well, as you all know, we did the 11-day challenge, and I actually did it and ended it a day early, not because I was planning it that way, but because I just counted wrong. So we got a couple extra days in there to add your that's awesome, Liz. That's amazing. And everybody share your wins. Liz just did $1,000 party. I believe there is a 3-day close window with your orders, just so you guys know. So you got to get them written down and that form submitted within 3 days of the order being placed. So that's something to consider as well. But the 11-day challenge was great. I loved seeing what y'all, I learned so much from you. We're getting ready to post another daily challenge. It's going to be very similar. We're coming up with the list. I do want to let you all know on a heartfelt note that Melissa, Ryan Hillman, our upline, went into the hospital on Sunday, and she was in the hospital from Sunday until today with a heart condition. So she's my age. She's 50-ish. We're young little chickens, and no heart condition, but that's been just something that's been weighing on my heart, and I'm sure you all would want to know. So she got out of the hospital today. She's back home today. They got her heart rate under control. They shocked her back into rhythm. And so Melissa is my business partner with a lot of these things. So we are working hard on getting everything for this month of September up and rolling. But before we talk about September, I just got to recognize the amazing women who hit everything, hit all 11 days in the month of September. You guys might have seen a little birdie named Shannon who was in there cheering you on. And Shannon is a friend of mine. She's working with Melissa, helping her with a few things. And so Shannon tracked all these. I feel like the PricewaterhouseCooper brought you these results. And so if I missed anyone, or if you guys are like, no, I did it, or she just didn't see it, just let me know. Okay. So Bobby Norton, congratulations. You got the Stanley Cup, as Brenda and I were laughing today, because I know Stanley Cup means something much different to those hockey lovers, but you did earn the Stanley Cup. So we're going to be reaching out to you, finding out what color you want, and then getting it shipped right to you. Brenda Fulcher, Diane Freeman, Ira Chopad. Am I saying that right? Chopad. Someone correct me if I'm not. I see Irina. Ira is here on the list.
It's Chupade.
Chopade, thank you. It's probably
Mhm.
French and I'm not. So,
No, it's Indian. My
oh,
husband
that's
is
even more
Indian.
beautiful. um, Janet Gallagher, Joyce Christman, Julie Hayes, Karen Keeney, Kathleen Malbrough, Leslie Trottier, I believe, Linda Russell, Liz. Liz, do you say your last name Dietz?
Dienst.
Good. Mary Murphy Powell, Melanie Lewis, Patty Lockhart, Robin McDowell, Rosemary Comer, Shonda. Oh my gosh, I never have had to say Shonda's last name. How do you say it, Karen?
Mulcahy.
McCahey. That sounds Indian.
Mulcahy.
Tina Prague, and I did it too. So all of you are going to be getting an email if there's someone, and I will post this on our team chat. I just wanted to say your names loud and clear here live on this. If there's anyone who we missed who did all 11 days and posted done in the thread, please let me know, because we watch the thread. That's the way we track it. Shannon's in there every day, keeping a spreadsheet. But this month we are doing a new incentive. So congratulations to everyone. And now let's get ready for September. In the month of September, we are doing a rank up incentive. So it's beat your highest rank. So this requires you to know your rank. So go in and see what your highest rank is. It'll say it right on your dashboard what your highest rank is. And the system actually sends us a report at the end of the month after the month is cleared and shows all of our promotions. So for example, I posted it last month. You might have seen me around probably on the 10th of the month where I listed, these are all the people that ranked up, and then it lists all their ranks. So we have a really easy way of running this report. And what we're going to do is each time you hit a rank, there's going to be a different reward with each rank. And so you hit green olive, you're going to get a present. You're going to earn a reward. I shouldn't say get a present because we're not gifting it to you, you're earning it. So for each level that you go up in a higher rank, you're going to get some type of a reward. Now, this is where I need Melissa, guys. So this is where Melissa isn't here to you yet, because Melissa is my partner in crime in this. So we're going to be working on this over the next few days, and we'll get the list to you. But what you need to know in the beginning of the month is that rank up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cute and clever. You kind of saw what we did last month. And we just want everyone to have something kind of fun and neat. So is that clear? You have until the end of the month. It's for September. And we will post all the details. I'll get an image. I'll get all those kind of fun things for you so you can see it. But it's really just run to beat your rank. Yay. And congratulations to all of you. I don't think we had anyone earn the tennis shoes. If I'm wrong, tell me. We actually cannot run a recruiting report. So I was just kind of relying on people to say, hey, I hit the shoes, but hey, the shoes are still there. The shoes aren't going anywhere. So we'll keep those incentives, and maybe we'll make the shoes one of the things for hitting a rank within our rank up rewards. But I love the fact that we're kind of doing these things. McDonough. Thank you, honey. I just saw your name. Thank you, Robin. I need phonetics. I just tell you all, I've been in speech since I was, I think in second grade is when I started speech. So the fact that I get any of your names right, my maiden name is Williams. So clearly I got a really boring name. Guys, anything you want to bring to us? We got 10 minutes. Any questions, any wins, anything you want to share before we move on?
I found a new report.
You did? What did you find?
I found a commission report with all the breakdown of the unilevels and exactly how much you got paid on your team.
Can you share the report?
I can. So you go to business and then you go to commission earnings.
Nice.
That wasn't there last week. I don't think.
No, you would have known if it had been there.
I would have seen it. So up at the top, you can either click on a week or you can click on the month end. So right now I'm up at the top and I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find August 1st to August 31st. And when I click on it, all the unilevel payouts show, and you can download it. The easiest thing to do is download it to an Excel spreadsheet, and it shows you exactly who it was, how much the order was, and how much your unilevel commission was.
Awesome.
And then you can pull up a week, and we know we get paid weekly on our customers. And so it'll show you what they are calling the retail bonus. That's what you get paid on customers. And if I click on Excel, does it tell me who the customer is? Let me check really quick.
Karen, while you're looking, I did want to.
Yes, it does tell me who the customers are.
Awesome. Hey, can one of our leaders walk through how to set up a subscription? I would love it's new to Canada, and they just got subscriptions turned on for your LRP. So that's a really great way for you to be active. Janet, Mel, Julie, one of you guys want to chat about how to turn on your subscriptions? I think I always am like, everyone wants to just hear my squeaky little voice all the time.
You mean just how to order your subscriptions?
How to get my meds?
I mean, it's pretty easy. You just go in shopping like you're regularly going to shop, and then you click on your item. But instead of putting in add to cart, you click on the item. It'll take you to the item, and two little boxes will pop up. One will say one time only, and one will say subscription. And you just click on that and add it to your cart. And that's pretty easy. The only thing you have to remember is you are going to get that same order shipped next month. They do give you notice. So if you want to change it, you can change it and have something different every month, or just have the same thing every month.
And somebody put in the chat that they saw that their next order was 2026. That is your $50 consultant renewal fee.
Mhm.
It shows as a subscription in the back office, just to let you know.
And we set up our subscriptions, our LRP, our loyalty rewards program.
Yeah.
Program. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that gets us active. And if I set mine up in the beginning of the month, so you either have to sell or you have to have your LRP set up. And if I have it set up on the 1st, it ships out. I do the ingestibles because that's something that I consume every day. And boom, I make sure it hits the level. It's 100 here in the US. Brenda, what is it in Canada? What is the LRP requirement? Do you know?
No.
Maybe.
Okay. I think it's 137, but I can go.
Yeah, just a conversion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
whatever the hell that is.
Well, and the good thing about it is you get an extra 10% off. So you get 10% off and then you're 25% off.
Right.
So it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, for sure. And
And-
can I just make one comment going back just a little bit about, I'm sorry I didn't jump in on that, but when doing the party, when you focus on an item or certain items, Karen, right? You know, those are the ones you're going to sell. So guess what I did? I focused on those internals and sold a shitload of them. So it's just,
That's it.
I doubled up. What was a really good idea was I doubled up on the eye care and a cream care and put them on top of each other and called it a duo, and then gave the benefits, and they bought the duo. So that helped. That's it. I'll tell you more later, another day. It'll
I
cost.
like that. And you know what you could do if you're using order forms, you could fill in the duo and the internals on the order form and have it already. That'll be your 5 items, right?
Yeah.
And then they can always remove one, but
Right.
I bet they end up ordering. I'll just take the package. I'm good.
So I thought you could only order 3 of one item at a time. There was a maximum number, and you mentioned that you ordered 4.
She ordered 5 olive oils. The 5th one was free.
Why?
Yeah, the olive oil lets you. I don't know why. Because you can't do it with the other internals.
No.
You can't do it with the IO1. I know that for sure.
And
No.
you can't do it with the I-66 or the I-70.
You can't do it with a hand wash because I tried it this weekend. I'm going to get a hand wash for every bathroom.
Yeah.
hand wash for you, a hand wash for you, but it didn't let me do more than 3. So that's cool that it's
It's
foil.
really interesting.
I'm sure it's an inventory issue. And honestly, sometimes people will come in and bonus buy. Hey guys, I gave it Brenda's stats in the chat. She invited 30 people. She had 5 live people at the actual event. She generated over 1,800 in sales, and it's not quite
Right.
done yet because she's doing all of her follow up. She's doing everything that, you invite the 30, the invitation. Let's face it, a lot of people aren't going to be able to come, but that's 25 people that she has to follow up with that received an invitation. And Brenda, I would love for you to share in the chat. Maybe you could do a little like the chat in our thread. I know we're short on time, but if there's any tips to the language that you used for your follow up, or how you, after they didn't come, how you got them to order. I know you're an amazing salesperson, so you have some really amazing strategies that you used.
Yeah, I just didn't want to let them go right away. Like if they came back and said, I've got to go to, I'm in Winnipeg or whatever, no problem. Like I can do that. I can put that on the site, but I just say, no problem. I'm going to give you I'll give you some of my recommendations for maybe an eye cream and a face cream kind of thing without having to take the quiz, because holy shit, then that takes another,
I was going to mention that I did not have people take the quiz after we watched one of those great trainers who didn't do the quiz at her shows. It's a great follow-up to take the quiz later, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Love that. Love that. I love it that you both were aligned. I wasn't going to call it out, but I love that you both did that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you're not just leaving me. I know it's a long weekend, but you're not
You're
bye.
not leaving me.
Yeah.
Well, and my friend Pam said, nobody leaves here without placing an order. I would never say that, but she did.
That is really funny, Karen, because I had my sister here and she did exactly the same thing. Like,
See, that's why you need a co-host.
She was actually walking around with a hand cream, giving everyone samples and
I love it.
try this, try this. I'm
That's
going, what,
awesome.
you should be doing this too. Anyways.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, ladies, thank you so much.
Okay.
We
Thank you,
recorded
everybody.
this.
Yeah.
Congratulations to everyone who did the challenge. And hey, even if you didn't get all 11 days, even if you did 1 day, you grew your business, 2 days, 3 days. So the Stanley Cup's cool. We'll get that out. Contact those who need to order, or who've earned it. Shannon will get it ordered for you. But the bottom line is that those challenges are anyone can do it kind of activities. And I know you all stretched. I watched you stretch. I stretched. There are times I was like, oh, right, I'm going to do it scared. So I really appreciate all the hard work you put into it. And I hope it helps you grow yourself and your team. Karen Keeney, you're amazing. Thank you for everything. Janet, thank you for sharing about the LRPs. And now we go to hear Thomas talk about whatever Thomas is going to talk about.
Great.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.